sun's just starting to break over here a little bit. We're going out to the edge of a field. There's one long tree that kind of sits in this corner of a field. It's got some native browse in it. We're going to probably throw a little corn out in the same area, a few acorns. The deer are working up and down around this fence. And we've got kind of an old school setup here. There's some old 2x4s and a boat seat and a ladder stand up there that we'll use as a camera stand. Great cover. Wind's going to be good for us. We're going to see a lot of deer. This is, we may not see them all in range, but we're going to see a lot of deer. They just kind of work through this whole area along this ridge as the morning goes. And it's a target of opportunity hunt. Lots of bucks in this area, there always is, and so we're just going to work our way out there, get set up, talk about all the gear and equipment that we use when we bow hunt, why we like to use it, and how we use it, and maybe we will even get lucky and get drawn on one. I know I can hear you. Spent a lot of time talking about gear and bow hunting stuff during today's show, and as we weave through all this, hopefully over the next couple of days we'll be able to get a shot on a good buck here. It kind of ties it all together. But what an awesome hunt this morning. I mean, saw a lot of deer. Actually came close to getting it done a couple times this morning, and just didn't get the right shot or that I was comfortable with, or when I'd have a shot, Jeff couldn't see the deer. When he could see the deer, sometimes I couldn't see the deer. So plenty of time ahead. We'll continue this bow hunt. That was fun. Awesome day.
Wade is heading back to the same tree stand from this morning, where he had a few chances, but the deer didn't want to cooperate. With the conditions this afternoon, he's hoping the deer and him can get on the same page.
So this is the field we set up in this morning. Most all the deer, I'd say 80% of the deer left going kind of back that way. So we're going to go in along this 2-track that goes to that tallest tree right over there. That's where our stand is. And the plan or the hope is as the sun sets back this way, they'll come back out in that field in the same general area. We know there's going to be deer coming from every direction, but that's going to be where we're setting up at, and that's where we hope those ones we saw bedded down at. We're not going to bust anything coming in this direction, and that's always something to keep in mind, is how you're getting in and out of your stand, is so you're not bumping those deer that you're hoping are going to come by you. And I think this is about as good, easy, clean way to get into this stand. That's all right now. Where is it? I think that's all right there, isn't it? So. Can you see him there? He is smoked. He is smoked right there. What a cool hunt. You know, this morning was phenomenal. We got in here and we saw a lot of deer. We saw a lot of deer tonight and moving around and covering lots of ground. And it's just a matter of getting the right angle, getting everything to come into play for you. And that certainly did right there. I mean, that's a really nice Central Texas 8-point wide, cool times chocolate antlers. He's pushing everything else around and we made a great shot on him. This is the latest generation Garmin Xero here, and you've got all kinds of extra mechanical adjustments. Everything is menu driven. I mean, it's so easy to set this up. The evolution has just been amazing to this technology as it's evolved since our first ones. And you know, the first one was mind-blowing to me, and now to sit here, you know, when that deer was out there, I didn't have to guess. I mean, there's nothing out there for me to, you know, a lot of guys will throw rocks out on the ground or whatever, but you know, here, I mean, when that deer finally got out there and gave me a broadside shot, I mean, we saw that deer this morning, the same buck. And when he finally got out there and he got turned, I had, you know, ultimate confidence because I had set this bow side up for everything. And I mean, I didn't even know how far the shot was. I knew he was in range for me, but by using everything that's built into this and the way it's set up for my particular bow and tuned to my particular bow, this bow's shooting right at 290 feet with the arrow set up that I have. I mean, all I had to do was range the deer, know that I was hitting the deer exactly where I wanted to, let it off, it dropped the pin, and the end result was perfect. I actually, after it dropped the pin, I you know, a lot of times I tend to aim a little bit lower on the deer. I went up and really settled in on that one because I knew it was a little bit longer shot than what I like to normally take. But I mean, the result, you saw it. I mean, we'll recover that deer here in just a second. Gonna take the track up here a little bit. Shot just felt perfect to me. I'm thinking that deer's already dead over there, so we're gonna ease in there 100 yards and kind of follow the blood trail. I expect we're gonna walk right up on that deer. This is the arrow. That's what you want to see there. I mean, that sucker is covered in blood, top to bottom right there. Total pass through. That's what you're looking for in those types of situations right there. We're shooting that Blackout MX6 micro diameter arrow, and I mean, it flies, and it flies fast out of this. Wow. I think I see his belly. Right there, I mean, that's 85 to 100 yards right there. That's about what I thought. I mean, he got hammered when we hit him. Oh yeah. Look at this guy right here. What a great 8-point. That's gonna be the exit right there. What a great 8-point right there. I love that. That is so cool. Gosh, there's nothing more fun and gratifying than making a good shot that kind of, I don't know, it validates all the practice. And man, bad things happen in bow hunting at times. I mean, you can practice and practice. I mean, I've hit them in places that just amaze me how fast they die, and I've hit them in places where it didn't. This one here was just a total pass through. He was running dead from the moment that arrow hit him. And that's just, I mean, to me, it's just so gratifying. When you pay attention to all the equipment in bow hunting, and there's different levels of budgets, different levels of gear that make sense for everybody, it really kind of helps pay out when you can match it all up and make it all work. And whether you've got the highest technological advancements in bow hunting or you're buying a package bow, you practice, you prepare for that moment, you stay within the realm and the capabilities of the equipment and yourself, and you'll have moments like these that are just phenomenal, that fill the freezer, make good memories and stories for everybody, and you go away satisfied. And this is one of those moments for sure.